Hey, good people, how you doing? What's going on, man? I just want to jump on here. This is my new studio setup. But look, just want to let you know that this time of year is very sensitive. But it is an opportunity this time of year because a lot of loved ones, a lot of people that you're close to may start coming around. You may start thinking about them. Now is the time to maybe have them tough conversations. You know what I'm saying? Them conversations. Or we don't talk about that, or we don't bring that up. Family secrecy has torn down so many families and has perpetrated itself through each generation, and you can be that person to stop it by having a tough conversation. I had a tough conversation the other day with a family member that I would never thought they would be receptive to. But I prayed about it. I made sure I ate something, made sure I got a shower, made sure I was cleaned up, made sure I felt good about myself first. And then I was able to present myself. And before I go on that phone, I said a prayer. I prayed to God for peace and clarity. And I was ready to accept anything that was going to come over that phone line. To my surprise, the family member received everything I said, cried, shared some laughs, and now that relationship is rekindled. 10 years didn't have that conversation. I couldn't let another 10 years go. Because when you care about somebody, you love somebody, sometimes you got to be the bigger person. Sometimes you got to be the one to step into it. And it may not seem fair. The relationship may not have been even your fault that got where it is today. But it is your responsibility if you have it on your heart to that you care about that person, you know what I'm saying? And you love that person. It might be on your heart to say something, do something. And if it is, pray about it first. You know what I'm saying? Get to a place where you're at peace with it. Don't feel pressure to force any kind of conversation. But sometimes that conviction will be on your heart so strong where you feel like you want something to happen and you're waiting on somebody else. If that's on you, it may be on you to just do it. You know what I mean? At least you clear your plate. At least you clear your spirit. At least you clear your mental space. Because somebody living in your head rent free because you haven't forgiven them or you haven't had that hard conversation. One thing I did realize after that conversation was that I didn't know how much space I was holding for this person, how much space I had that I allowed to take over a lot of different places I could replace with things I could be doing and productivity and just love for myself. I know I let that issue take up space. And when I got that space resolved and we talked, man, I went to sleep. I was so tired because it was so much energy it took to hold on to that energy. I mean, that it was causing me a lot of issues in my life. So I'm just saying, sometimes get the rock out of your shoe. It's them small things, it's them conversations we are afraid to have with each other. Just have them. Don't be afraid. I do think that your greatest accomplishments, your greatest of everything God has for you is behind your greatest fear. David fought Goliath. He was scared, but he knew on the other side of Goliath was going to be his salvation, was going to be the greatest thing he could ever imagine. You know what I'm saying? Now, he talked a lot of trash. You read the word, he was talking all kind of trash about Goliath, but I'm pretty sure when he saw the size of Goliath, a little bit of gulp went in his chest. You're always going to have that fear. And sometimes these Goliaths end up being something so small. We create these stories in our head. Oh, she going to say this. He going to say that. If I say this, they going to start saying this. Even if they do, it's your responsibility to self-care yourself, take care of yourself, get that real estate cleared out in your mind. Don't be afraid of it. Don't think it's such a Goliath that is going to overpower you. You're still going to be you, but now you're going to be another version of you because now you put the ball in their court. You say what you had to say. As long as you're respectful, receive what they had to say. Don't be ready to just go to blaze and just start, you did this, you did that, go down the line about how wrong they are. Be honest with your feelings. Hey, I miss you. I'd like to establish a relationship with you. Maybe we can start over. Forgive me for what I said and what I did, or what you said and what you did. I forgive you for. If there's a misunderstanding, this may not be the conversation to fix it, but I want it to be the conversation to start it. I want to start a conversation where we can get to a place where we can have a relationship. We can build new today, whatever it may be. Or it may be a person that is not ready to receive you and say, I don't want to talk to you ever again. That's fine. Because guess what? You cleared your docket. You got your mental space back. So I just encourage you to have them difficult conversations. You know what I'm saying? I feel so blessed I got it done. My whole life is just different. I may not talk to that person again for the rest of my life, but I know that I cleared a space in my heart and there's no more tension and there's no more bad energy between me and that person. There's a conversation that was had. Now we can agree to disagree, or we can just decide to go separate ways, or we can build a relationship. But for whatever it may be worth, that past is gone. And a new thing has been created. I'm just blessed and grateful, and I'm looking for other conversations. So if you're listening and I ain't had a difficult conversation with you, get ready for your phone to ring because I'm going to have one with you. But in all fairness, I know that it's not easy. and give yourself grace and mercy, give yourself peace and saying, give yourself compassion and pray about it. Ask God when is a good time. And just, if you keep that on your spirit, because I was supposed to have this conversation years ago, like I said, 10 years. But it took a while for me to get to that place where I was strong enough, where I was mature enough in my spirit life and in my emotional life to endure any backlash. Because if they would have said something sideways and I wasn't strong enough, it would have destroyed me. So what I've been doing in my life is working towards being a stronger spiritually, emotionally, financially, physically person, so I can handle conversations like that. And like I said, even before the conversation, I went and got myself right, got me a shower, got something to eat. Don't jump into conversations when you ain't right first. Get your spirit self, say a prayer, read a couple of scriptures. It may have to take you a day or two. Sometimes you get encouraged to do something. Take a step back, bring God in the middle of that thing, and let him decide when's a good time. Because you'll know. It's not going to be without fear. You're going to still be scared. You're going to be shaking your boots, because Lord knows I was scared as I don't know what. But I was a lot more well-equipped when I took care of myself first. I wasn't relying on that other person to say X, Y, Z for me to feel better. I just knew I had to be okay in my spirit. So if they did say X, Y, Z that I didn't like, I was okay to be able to absorb that and still listen, because it was a lot being said I didn't like, but I was okay to really listen, take the time to hear what they had to say. I wasn't going to combat what they had to say. I was going to listen, even though to me it was wrong, because somebody's truth is their truth. You can't combat somebody's truth. Just let them speak it. But you speak your truth. You don't fight their truth. You just speak your truth. Hey, I hear what you said. I got what you said. And I definitely heard every word that you said. And I can appreciate that. And here I am. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying I apologize for the way that made you feel. However you need to come at it, lead with love. And that's how you're going to have a result that's best for you. It may not be best for that situation, but you'll definitely have a good result for you. So, hey, I ain't going to be long with it. I am. But y'all get out there. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Love somebody, but most of all, love yourself. Peace.